Alright, you want to go replace your fuel injectors on your LT1. These ones didn't work out, or you won't mention a name. We have to contact them. So they said these Bosch injectors would like work. I've been noticing more and more when I use this thing, it's been running just worse and starting worse. It's probably the injectors, because they're not the same. They're just not. They say they're 24 pounds, but they're not. The more the computer has been learning, the worse it has been getting. So we're putting back our old ones that are pretty funky. I might try actually soaking these first, try to get some of the varnish out of them in like a cup. But to get them off, what is this, 8mm or 7? It's an 8mm, 8mm, and yeah, it's quite simple. You gotta crack your fuel lines. You need fuel line disconnect tools, which are over there, and it's pretty straightforward. It's just a balancing act, getting everything out. You need to disconnect all your injectors. I forget what these are called, Jetronic or something. You just push down the metal tab and pull off. And it's been on there for a while to get stuck. I take off all the vacuum hoses as well. This I take off, so I use this as a pry point. It should come right off, though it hasn't been on for a long time. Then you got another vacuum port over here. I like to take off, or did I take off another one? I think I took it off the EGR solenoid if equipped, because it catches. Maybe I won't have to, I don't know. It's kind of a fishing act. Fuel pressure regulator. We don't have fuel in it, do we? No. No fuel. So, what's the deal with that? Nah. It smells like vacuum. Alright, so that's the deal. I'm forgetting to make videos. It's getting hotter by the minute. It's only like 95 degrees, but these things, you see, they really don't, well, they will get stuck on you if they're the proper injectors, but these injectors are not proper, so they really don't fit too well. Don't get Bosch injectors for your LT1, you're wasting your time. They don't fucking work. Listen to what someone said about 3 other people said these injectors didn't work for them too, and I'm like, maybe they just don't know what they're talking about. No, they know what they're talking about. They have the same exact symptoms I have. So, you gotta fish around this wiring harness, which sucks. So I need 2 hands, you really gotta tilt it. And then you can get it up and a bunch of fuel comes out of the fuel lines as you're doing it. Oh, we're supposed to make a video. I actually robbed some of the O-rings off the other injectors when they're too old and they fit better. Like the factory ones. So you drain all the fuel out of your fuel rails. The injectors just clip right on. There's just little clips. To get these off is a real challenge. I forget how the little fingers were. I put them all forward. I don't know. Maybe they gotta go other ways. I don't remember. See a little tab. I put them all forward. Yeah, we cleaned our injectors with denatured alcohol. I know that's probably not going to do anything. But we'll try. And these are going back in. I bet that's going to solve our screwed up start. And running like ass, which it never did before. So these are junk. We gotta contact South Bay, see what they want to do. They said 3 year. They'll just give you a refund, or maybe they'll opt to clean these things or something, and then they gotta come out again. And when you're pushing these things down, just make sure you're not pinching any wires like that. I was pinching my EGR connector back there. Remember that from last time. Just go nice and easy, press them all in straight. Put your 4 bolts back in. I don't know what the torque spec is on these. It's not much. I got the manual around somewhere. I can't get to it at this moment. But this goes into aluminum, so be careful. And yeah, hopefully you have no leaks when you put it back together. I should have changed these 2 O-rings too, but I don't have them. I need to get Biton ones that fit. What the hell? Something that fell. I don't know. Gone. Leaking. Oof. Smells better. It doesn't smell pig rich anymore. Even though the injector's leak. This fuel pump sounds like really dead too. I really need to run this gas out because it's probably going to die, that pump. Very good chance it's going to die. It's very old. No, I'm not really seeing anything. No real leakies. This thing fits like shit, those O-rings. No. Nope. We're going back to these for now. I don't trust those little injectors. It's like the second time or third time I did that shit with those things. I don't know what happens. These ones, they just leak. And I lost my 8mm, so they gotta contact the company. Oh, I got it from my 8. I gotta put my map sensor back down. It's finger tight. Just gonna take it for a ride, but I can't again because that fucking truck is too far over. So I gotta move 3 vehicles to take this for a ride and test it. So it's just gonna sit again. This is our test. All we can do. Well, it works. It's not leaking gas. AC works. Not missing anymore. It smells actually less rich than what I do with those other things. Those injectors just leak, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'm tired of taking shit on and off and on and off and on and off again. It's been like that for a long time, and maybe it'll just continue to be that way. I gotta find my 8mm. Yeah, I don't know what that deal was with that missing, but I'm not having any part of that shit. I knew what I did and I reversed it. Some people said they had really hard problems with hard starting, and this one was starting to do it. Maybe my denatured alcohol fuel injector cleaning worked. I don't know, I think it runs a lot fucking better than what it did with the when I had these things last. Alright, leave this mess. Just leave a mess like what everyone else does I live with, so you don't have to worry about cleaning it up. And yeah, use those. 2 of those. 2 of those we'll put back in our hoard. Yeah, use those on the bottom. They seem to work better on the bottom than the top. The top ones are thicker. I gotta call these people now and say what do they want to do with this shit. Apparently it's 3-year warranty or something. I don't know. We'll see. Got those in like November. I knew they were going to be a problem. I never really got to road test it because again we're back at this situation again with having to move everything, and then we just say fuck it. That computer case has dog piss on it now thanks to someone else's accusation. You know this. I don't know, it's back to what it was though, so that's good enough for me. I don't think it's leaking fuel, so that's a good thing. All new O-rings, that's a nice thing to have anyway. It needed O-rings. Even though those ones fit a lot better too. They're actually taller and they fit better in the rails than Bosch injectors do. So that's another thing that I don't know, if you gotta spend $400 on injectors, you gotta spend $400. But I'm not spending $400 because the title's not in my name. How about that? Alright. Enough of this shit. Simple job. If you can't do it, I don't know, find someone who can. Simple. I'm glad I have my shitty tool collection.